First thing we run through is the basics. Obviously right here is your text box. Welcome. Make sure your playhead is over top of your text plus node so that it shows in the viewer. Now we have the word welcome. Font, depending on what you have on your computer, there are many different fonts that you can find in here. Very nice. Let's go with this one here. Bold, regular, italic, all the usual stuff that you'll see. Color, when you click that, up comes your color wheel. You can decide how you'd like to pick your colors. A lot of times I go this way. I like my orange, which I know the number for. Click that right there and bang, I've got it in orange. Next is size. Size makes it bigger. And down here at the bottom is right on, which we'll get to in a minute. Now back to the top, we're going to click right beside text where it says layout. And now you can move it left and right, up and down. So X and Y. Quick tip on there, if you double click the word beside any of these adjustments, it will reset it. So now we're back to centered. Rotation down here at the bottom lets you move it whichever way you want to move it if you're looking to get any kind of style or anything like that. The only other thing I would really get into is go over to shading and you can give yourself a drop shadow. Click on number 3 here, says black shadow, and click enabled. That is all you have to do. Why can't we see it? Because I don't have white on the background. So there, we've got a white background now. Click back on the text, enable and disable, and there is your drop shadow. Simple. Now, in case you're wondering why when you open Resolve you don't have these folders and all these tracks set up already, it's simply because I'm using a template that I made. If you'd like to get a hold of it, I'll leave it in the description below. Everything's already set up for you. All you got to do is edit. Okay, so that's the basics, but here's where things can get fun. Watch this. This 2-key animation is so simple to do, and I'm going to show you how. Now, keyframes can sound scary, and honestly, I avoided them for probably a couple months before I started trying to learn how to set them up. It's real simple. Everything's already set up, so I'm not going to go through the basics again. We're going to move our playhead to the beginning of the text box, and on center XY, this is the one that's going to move it. So that's how we get that animation. We're going to stick the playhead right at the beginning of that text box, right here. And we're going to come up here to the inspector. We're going to come to center. X is the one that moves it left and right, right? So we're going to take it. We're going to move all the way left until it comes off screen. Now that's off screen, I'm going to hit this keyframe right here. That's telling DaVinci I want that text to start off screen. Now I'm going to move my playhead to where I want the animation to end. Let's take it in 12 frames. That'll be tons. Now all I have to do is bring my text back. I'm going to go double click in there and just type in 0.5 because that's center. That's going to bring it back. And DaVinci automatically puts a keyframe in because you've made a change. You go back to the beginning and hit play, and in it comes. It's that simple. To make sense, 2 clicks, pretty much is the whole thing. Now we got one more, and this one looks way more advanced than it actually is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the bottom of the text controls window in the inspector, and that brings up right on. Now, much like when you were setting up the keyframes for the animation, you're going to go to the beginning of the text box. You're going to move right on. You're going to take the end and pull it all the way back. Now your text is gone. Keyframe it, telling it, I want it to start like this. And then move in. You can move in 12 frames again. I'm going to use the arrow key this time. If you hit the arrow key, it moves 1 frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. Now, just pull your end back over to the end. DaVinci automatically puts the keyframe in again. And if you pull back your playhead to the beginning and hit play, it writes on. If this helped you out, subscribe. It helps others find the videos. Say hi to DaVinci for me, and I'll catch you in the next one.